So the first video review for this week is for The Radicals by Marolyn Krasner. If you want to check out my Goodreads review, I have just posted that, so there is a link on Facebook below all the other videos, or if you're on YouTube, there is a link in the description below. And like I said, this is the video review, so this was something a bit different. So The Radicals by Marolyn Krasner, it's almost got a memoir type feel to it, but it is like a fiction-y made up story, so it was really intriguing. Literally radical by name, radical by nature, because the character that it focuses on, the story that it follows, Dee, she's an extreme feminist, and you know, she's changed her life a little bit. She's got out on probation, and she knows she's got to sort of behave, but that rebel in her is just, you know, fizzling away under the surface. And although she's lived a varied life, you know, she's trying to get some of that individuality back, because she misses the drive and the passion of running her, you know, radical group, feminist group, and she's trying to control, or she really wants to control, and she's tried to in the past, control and challenge the thoughts of those who try to define her as something, or her lifestyle as wrong and not good. So it really sort of follows her and her extreme views and changing behaviour and all that, and it was quite an eye-opener really, because it was just a look into what can be quite a toxic lifestyle, lots of chaos, lots of problems, lots of upset, and a character who really was extreme. And she's the kind of character that you never have a dull moment with, so it made a really memorable and engaging story, because she's definitely a Marmite type character. If you're British and know what I'm talking about, like, you either love Marmite or you hate it, right? And Dee's one of those. I think you will either love her or you'll hate her, and it's totally a personal thing, because of how she is. But you know, I really thought she was a great character. She was different, and she was quirky, and you know, she's on a path to self-destruction, a little bit, and you know, you know, her toxic past, it's just there. It's just going to keep creeping up on her and eating away at her till she does something about, you know, how she feels about things. So obviously it'll come with consequences, and it does. And you know, I wish there'd been a little bit more insight into Dee's past, because it would have been interesting to see a little bit more of her radical nature before she went to probation, because she was probably one of the coolest people ever, and she definitely seemed that way. So it'd be really cool if there was ever another book about Dee, that it'd be about her time when she was leading Pussy Power and her whole, you know, extreme feminist radicalization group thing. That would be awesome. It would be fantastic just to sort of, yeah, you know, as if she'd really lived this experience. But it would be really great to like really know what her past experience was, although you did get glimpses of it in the book, so it was good in that respect. Like, it wasn't open to interpretation, you got an idea of what she used to get up to, but it would be kind of cool to just to sort of really figure her out as the character she was before her life changed. But her interactions with other characters varied, you know, it all depended on whether she liked them or not, and she had some very different characteristics when it came to dealing with different types of people, and it really humanized her as a character, so it made her really realistic. And yeah, she stands up for her beliefs, and she fights for what she believes is right for her and what she believes she's been put into a minority of. And she's a little rough around the edges, but I really did admire Dee. She was a great character, and what she set out to do, you know, probably wasn't the best thing for her, and she probably could have handled stuff better. But hey, that's not the type of person she is, and it made it an exciting and fun story, which is what we want. So I definitely recommend giving this a go. It was something, like I say, different, and it was a light read with great moments, and it just, you know, was all very, it had, you know, lots of feelings that you could connect with Dee, because I suppose, even though she's radical and really extreme, you could have your own little moment of joining her on that radical and extreme, you know, pathway, and support her just a little bit from the sidelines, and it was quite, you know, liberating and a little bit cool. I do think she'd be a disaster if you met her, really. Like, she would be someone who you'd probably be like, oh my god, what am I doing? But you would probably have a brilliant time, and you definitely will have fun reading this book. So I'll pop a link in the description so you can go and grab a copy of The Radicals by Marolyn Krasner. If you've read The Radicals by Marolyn Krasner, please let me know. Please let me know what you thought of it. How did you find Dee? How was she for you? What are your views on her? Marmite, like or not like? If you haven't read it yet, or you're going to read it, or if it's on your to read list, again, let me know, because it's always great to hear what you are interested in reading or what you have already purchased to read. And I look forward to hearing what you thought of it when you do. But yeah, if you do grab a copy, I hope you enjoy it. Bye.